Hello everyone, I'm Derek's Damn Toys and we are back with another action figure review. Today we've got a pretty special one. Of course, none of these I've been posting, I've just been kind of going on an upload spree. And actually the next two I bought yesterday, so these are kind of new to me. Of course, still in the box. As you can see, I found these straight up at Target, and I say these because you'll see in the next figure review that comes out. But right here we've got the full gear pay-per-view limited edition Hangman Adam Page and this nice looking gear and stuff with this new head scan. Of course, I couldn't pass it up. They had a few of them there. And while I am super excited to get into this, of course, you've got the Hangman Adam Page there, pay-per-view number 4. We've got Hangman here on the back. I don't know what is up with printing here. Maybe that was like lighting or whatever. But it's a shot of him holding the championship. We've got the AEW logo there. We've got the cool packaging, which I do plan to keep this packaging. I did keep the last Full Gear 2-pack packaging, which don't get me started on that. I just hope that this is way better than that AEW 2-pack from a while ago with MJF and Jon Moxley. But enough said. Enough said. In the words of the great Stan Lee, let's bust out the trusty knife and get this out. Well, that's not in the great words of the, late great Stan Lee. Enough said is busting out the trusty knife would be more my damn toys. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's get this open before, I get too distracted seeing my fingers and stuff in the windowless mirror, whatever the fuck they call this plastic thing. Alrighty, boys, now that we've got the Hangman Adam Page out of the plastic prison, we've got all of his accessories laid out, we've messed around with the figure, so I've got a really good grasp on how this figure feels already, and I am honestly loving it so far. But first things first, getting into the accessories, we've got the standard AEW World Championship. I don't know if this is really different or unique or anything. Maybe a little bit, because I do notice the A and W along with the back plating on it does look a tad bit different. Like, it kind of looks either a bit shinier or like actually painted in there or something. I don't know. It just looks a little bit different, but not all that much different for me to go, wowzers, this is extremely different and unique. I don't know, I mean, maybe it is and I'm just kind of downplaying it. Of course, he comes with his gun hand or his gun finger pointer hand, or the Rock, the 1L hand, whatever you want to call that finger hand. And he does come with his entrance vest, which does have a lot of nice designing from all this gold leaf, woods, golden woodsy-ish design, I guess you could say, or more like golden cowboy-ish design. You've got Hangman written there across the top. It's got what's supposed to be the tassels here, molded onto the jacket. Very little feel on the scope there too, so nothing too cool. It does have the tassel feel there on the front. You have the horseshoe in gold there, and yeah, just a nice little vest accessory. Nothing too special, but that is what he wore with the gear, especially from how the package looks. Now, when it comes to this Hangman, of course, you've got all the nice looking detail. You've got this new head scan, which is really nice, and what we're gonna get into first here, you've got the nice long blonde hair. Don't push back too far on this head scan though, as you might knock the glue off the hair like mine does. But yeah, it can look up fairly high. It does look down really good and stuff. The head scan, it does pose up fairly well. You've also got the nice, semi-nice moving torso, which I'm not gonna lie, that is a little bit stiffer than I thought it was, but it is kind of how these figures can tend to pose sometimes. You've got a decent amount of back bend there though. You've also got the nice black elbow pad. You've got the wrist tape there, not sculpted, just painted on. The elbow joints and the arm joints do move fairly smooth, a little bit tighter, I want to say, than the Hangman I do have that is also in the like pants tights gear, or I guess you could say the assless chaps looking gear. Looking at his gear, you've got the white spot on his tights. You've got this nice sculpted belt, which you can actually kind of move around and stuff of that nature, which is kind of annoying, but it's nice and tight on the figure. It's not like the first like sculpted belt that we had with the other one where it's loose and it flails all over the place. I can see this one actually being decent for figure photography and actually not being a pain in the ass realistically. You've got the nice golden white like tassels on the pants, the horseshoes along with like some white flowers on there. You've got the golden horseshoe on the one knee pad, not on the other. The other one is just plain black. And you have the nice white trimmed cowboy boots with the brown soles. Of course black underneath it, but the color on the outside is black, brown with a little black design here. I don't know exactly what to call that there, but yeah, we got that shape. And yeah, honestly, I really do like this figure, though maybe the torso is a little iffy. I don't know, I am digging it. But with that being said, why don't we maybe shut the hell up and we'll get him into his final pose or something of that nature. Before we get him in the final pose, I did want to show this off. This is the, just straight face head scan. The hair is a little bit of a different color, but that doesn't bug me too much. The facial hair is the same. If anything, let's be realistic though, the skin tone on this head scan is different, so highly doubt we will ever use that on this body. But yeah, with that being said, I do have one more thing I do kind of want to look at. I did want to look at this screaming head scan on the, button-up shirt and jeans attire of, I don't know why there was like a bit of ash or whatever there, that's weird. But I wanted to look at this head scan on here, and it doesn't look terrible, but let's be honest, it looks like it sits too low, though it don't. It's just because the mouth is open. But yeah, with all that being said, now let's get into the final pose, shall we? Alrighty, you guys. So now that we've got him all posed up, we've got his championship on him. We got the little Hangman bandana there on him. We've got his guns up, throwing the guns up for Jay White, I guess you can say. Not really, we all know what he's throwing those guns up for. And that's so he can make sure he decapitates you when he hangs you by the top rope with a belt or some shit like that. Because, this man's been on a, rampage lately. And honestly, I've been loving the new gimmick he's had. I love this new figure he has just as much. Honestly, this figure makes up for that last shitty 2-pack that came out, where they gave us a decent set of Jon Moxley lowers and a decent MJF figure, but that Jon Moxley was totally fucked up by the end of it, realistically, because of that goddamn awful Forsaken staining hoodie. But anyways, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, what would I rate this figure on a scale of 1 to 10? Honestly, I'd have to give him a good solid 8.5 out of 9. He's damn near perfect, pretty damn close to perfect. If we got like a normal, staring Hangman, maybe a smiling Hangman head scan to go along with this figure, it would have been top tier. It would have been 10 out of 10. Not necessarily, but it could have been at least a good solid 9, 9.5. Just a couple of small things would have made this over the top. Another thing, of course, that kind of does give it its rating would be the belt. I love the new, sculpt on the belt. I also love the fact that the belt actually sits on the waist, quite nice. Sadly, wish it was just molded onto the leg mold and or, well, crotch mold and or super glued there so it would stay in one spot. But at least it won't just be a pain in the ass, I guess you could say. But with that being said, I gave it an 8 out of 10. So what would I give him out of, you know, the good old 5-star rating, the 1 to 5-star Dave Meltzer rating, the 1 to Young Buck? Gave him a good solid 8, so I think a good solid 4 suffices here. But yeah, you know, before this song copyrights me or something, let's wrap this video up. We're already at 10 minutes. So if you enjoyed the video or liked the video, feel free to like the video. If not, womp womp. But if you did like the video, feel free to check out some of my other action figure content. We just put out a bunch today, along with plenty of other styles of videos, along with, you know, unboxings and pick fed content. On top of that, if you would like to, feel free to subscribe, as, you know, we are on the road to 300 subscribers. We're like this close. Come on, you guys. We got this. Just go out there, share this with your friend, your brother, your mother, your sister, your father, your dog, your fish, your pet tiger, Terry the tiger, maybe. I don't know. Share this with whoever. I don't know why I kind of gained like an Italian accent on top of that. But yeah. Anyway, with all that shit being said, feel free to follow me in on Instagram as well under the same name. And yeah, with all that being said, with all that being thought of, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I am not in your time zone. But yeah, I guess on that note, we can get out of here. So, deuces, bang. Oh shit, he fell over anyway.